to Overcomers TV on your favorite app or streaming platform. It's time to overcome.
I actually can't remember a time when I didn't know about UBC. My parents went to a sister school of ours, and going to youth camps, things like that, I just always knew about UBC. It was just always kind of in my viewpoint, at just always, it seems like. I am a senior here at UBC. I've been here for, this would be my 4th year, and I was actually only going to come here a year, and that was my plan, and let's just say that God changed my plans, which is totally okay. I was going to move back to my hometown, and I just felt like God wanted me to stay. So now I am actually on staff as well as being a student. I'm in charge of our student life center, hangout area sort of thing. And then I also am in the ministerial department. And so I go out and help teach Sunday school at times, go to downtown Indy, and sometimes we pass out things to the homeless there, just different things like that. So.
Very good, very good. How would you describe the vision or the mission or the heartbeat of Union Bible College and Academy?
One thing here that we always try to push for is just the fact that we have a family atmosphere, and through that, I think is one of our biggest assets that we have is we are able to then prepare students here that can then go out from our 4 walls, and then they're able to minister, whether that's through song leading in a church, or whether that's pastoring, the typical like pastoring, preaching, becoming a missionary, but then also just even if they just are a layman, they still have that opportunity to share Jesus with someone. And I would say that's our biggest thing, is just going out, showing the love of Christ, and then as a result, changing the world with the unchanging world. And so I think that was just the biggest thing that we are focused on here.
Talk about evangelism, sharing the gospel. What does that mean around here? Being salt, being light.
Around here, I think one of the biggest things is to make sure, first of all, that you are right with God. I think sometimes we like to look around us and be like, okay, everything around us needs to change, but if we don't have that heart change ourselves, then we can't go out and be that evangelist. So one thing here that we really push is for personal growth, and then out of that, then we're able to go out and impact others, to share the love of Christ, to just help them to realize that there is a God out there that not only cares about them, but cares about them enough to change their hearts and lives. And one thing too is just the fact that it doesn't matter who they are, whoever that we are going out to witness to, it's all about just showing them that God loves them no matter what they've done, no matter who they are, no matter where they come from, whether that's a terrible place or an amazing place. We're all the foot's level at the cross, no matter what. And so when we go out to evangelize, the biggest thing is just showing them that they have just as big of a chance of making it as we do. So
that's awesome. So discipleship, how do you guys make disciples around here?
I would say mainly through relationships, just showing people that we care, and then out of that, when someone does come to know Christ, or along those lines, once they start showing an interest, showing them little things like how to pray, how to read the Bible. Also just taking that interest to follow up. I think one of the biggest things that we miss sometimes is we're like, oh, you're saved, that's great. But really digging into just send a text every once in a while. And then also with accountability, having accountability not just for the person who just got saved, but then also being able to reflect that in our own lives, so then they can see that it's a two-way street. It's not just us trying to make sure that they're doing okay, but then it's also a two-way street to where we both get help as a result.
Awesome. How can people get involved in supporting ministry like Union Bible College?
One of the biggest ways, I personally think, is just prayer. I think that's the thing that we don't give enough credit to. I don't think we realize that prayer is literally asking the God of this universe to help us, and He's willing to do that if we'll just ask. So prayer is something that all of us can do. But then also giving UBC a chance, giving it a thought, or Bible college in general, honestly, just taking the thought to, okay, maybe God is leading me to Bible college, whether that's to as a student or as faculty, as staff, just to be able to help out. But then also by one of the biggest ways is just telling other people about UBC, just letting them know, learning more about us, and then sharing that with other people, sharing what we're doing and what we're trying to accomplish. And then through that, I think we could really see a huge difference here on campus.
That's good. That's good. So why do you do what you do?
I do it, one of the reasons, obviously, to glorify God, but I actually, when I was considering UBC, I had never even been on the campus before, and I had already decided to come to UBC, and it wasn't until, I think, 2 or 3 years later that I was even able to step foot on campus. But when I did, there was just a certain piece about it that I was like, this is where I belong. And that's one of the reasons why I love UBC so much, is there's just, you can feel God's presence when you come on campus, when you're around the people, when you talk and you just look around, you know that God is in this. And that's something amazing to me and something that I want to be a part of. I don't want to just do something just to do it, but to know that God is a part of it is one of the biggest reasons why I'm here and why I'm doing that.
Final question, is there anything else the Lord put on your heart to share with us today?
I would say one thing is with UBC, like I said, I wasn't planning on staying here. I had a plan for my life. I knew exactly where I wanted to go each step of the way, and there was a situation in my life where that all ended up changing, and it was through that I realized that sometimes all you have to do is stay. You don't have to have it all figured out, but God will lead you one step at a time. And so when being called to UBC, this has been a huge part of my life. I don't know where I would have been through these different areas of my life had I not been called here and had I not been around the people here. And so I'm just really thankful that God brought me here, because it's just really helped me in my spiritual life, but then also to just get through some of the really tough times. And God has definitely used UBC, and I can't wait to see where He's going to lead us in the future.